What's up, everybody? BCawk here again, and today I'm going to be casting a game with some, I guess, relatively unknown players, but pretty much all diamonds, and one platinum, Fear Me, down there that apparently got in. I'm going to put my bet on, ew, shoot, I'm definitely going to put it on purple team, because I do despise this spider pick by Real Gorden up here. I feel like she is definitely, like, one of the worst top lanes. Hopefully she doesn't get a kill here and prove me wrong, but terrible, terrible pick. I don't know why people play the spider. I don't know why people think spider is good. She adds basically nothing to a team, in my opinion, so for that fact alone, I'm going to go for purple team. But if we look over at blue team, they do have some pretty strong picks, such as a Mumu, who's always very strong, such as an Ari, who's also very strong. I don't really like how she's going for Spell Vamp early, but we'll see how that goes for her. She's actually already 0-2 against a Midley, who is level 6? Yeah, he was level 8 already. So, apparently, Midley is now one of the more popular things to do in League of Legends. She just has so much damage from that spear. She really doesn't need to build damage early because that spear does so much damage. You'll see most Midleys go pretty much AP per level runes and then build Archangels or just to get a bunch of potent power. So not bad, because now that Archangels works on abilities that don't even cast mana. Actually, I think it always did, but it's good on Italy because she can charge it. Oop, did she get that blue? No. She can charge it on spell casts for the Panther now, or the Cougar, excuse me. It's very good on her. She can charge it for free, basically. So Ari's going to try to go a little bit more aggressive here. She does have that blue buff, and Soraka does not, but we do see pings going on bottom now. Soraka getting cut out, trying to put a ward down. Olaf's going to do a shitload of damage once he hammers her face in. Oh, but Olaf plays a good jungle role and does give it to his Ezreal. So purple team going to go ahead and get what looks to be an easy dragon off this. I don't think I don't think blue team can do anything against this. Ari's going to try to poke down a little bit, but they shouldn't be scared of a singular Ari. She does have her ultimate up, so she could try to burst somebody, but Tarek's there to try to prevent that. Ari trying to steal, does get the stun off on Tarek. Tom, excuse me. She is going to ult away, doing a lot of damage. She wants to kill Tarek. She's basically going all in here right now, but she does flash out, making her live. A good Soraka heal comes out as soon as Soraka spawns. Mumu misses his grab, which would for sure have been at least one kill there. But Nidalee going ahead and doing a lot of damage to that Ari. Ari having a lot of sustain with that spell vamp, though. It looks like the spider is having troubles top lane against this Singe. Let's check the farm now that we have a little break here. I'm going to reorder these around. I think I should pause that in the beginning of the game and do that from now on. But I just realized that we can do this, so I'm going to do this from now on. Yeah, it looks like Singe is definitely beating that top lane right there. We do see a little tussle going down in the middle right now, but Amumu will come in. I don't know why it's heading bottom. Amumu's again going to bandage a minion just to get closer, but he does not. Oh, he does have his ultimate up, but really nothing going to come of that because Ari used her ultimate already. But once again, I'll just let this go to direct camera as we talk about the separate lanes here. Hopefully nothing intense happens again. Olaf, don't try to gank. Thank you. They are catching wind, however, that Amumu is in the jungle here, so he needs to be careful. They're going to try to get Nidalee now. There's no point. Ari really has no health here. Her ult will be up soon, but even that is too risky with Olaf so close to their vicinity, so I don't know why they would try to do that. Bot lane seems like they're getting pretty close over here, but really no dive's going to go down with the Soraka. If anybody would be dying, it would be the Tarek lane. Ezreal just using that ultimate to push the lane. Looks like he may want to go back considering he is about half health. And once again, let's try to talk about these lanes. Nidalee versus Ari. I believe Ari should win that lane as long as she has the brains to dodge Nidalee spears. If you get hit by Nidalee spears, you're going to lose the lane. That's about it. Top lane, Singe versus Elise. I keep calling her Spider because that's what she is, but Singe versus Elise, Singe is going to win, in my opinion, because Elise is terrible. Here comes Singe, middle right now. Ari going to try to do as much burst damage as possible to this kitty cat, but not going to do enough. She has one more burst of ult. Singe does flip her towards him, and she does finish off that Nidalee, but to no avail, really, because Singe will catch her here. She has that Nidalee trap on her. Singe doing a lot of damage. The Ignite was unnecessary from him, but he might have seen a move coming, so he just wanted to be safe. And really the game looks like to be going heavily into purple team's favor right now. 2k lead on blue team, and a dragon up. No towers for anybody yet, but I'm sure that will come soon. Like I was saying, top lane, Singe really shouldn't be having any problems with this Elise past about level 6 or 7. She's trying to get a lot of harass down, which is why people try to tell me that she's good, that she can do this, but honestly it's not. She didn't kill him. And she had basically double life lead advantage on her. I'm missing bottom right here. Mu's going in. I believe he does have ultimate. He does ult both Ezreal as well as Taric here. Taric looks like he's going to get killed out by this AD carry, but he's very tanky. One more shot will get him. He does go down. We do see Nidalee coming in here, but Nidalee can't do much. Oh my gosh, except for that huge spear damage that she does to Soraka. She has red buff as well. Excuse me, Olaf has red buff, slowing everybody down. Taric does land that kill. That is a 2-for-1 exchange in favor of purple team. It looks like Olaf's going to try to chase this Amumu through jungle. Nidalee is coming through as well. Will she be able to land a spear to do a big chunk of damage to him? He does dodge it the correct way, but Olaf's going to come in with a bunch of slows. However, Ahri's here at the same time. Nidalee apparently does not want to fight this with her Olaf. She's not coming in. Now she's using cat form to get closer. Olaf having some troubles with this Ahri by himself, but Nidalee does miss the spear, and now she doesn't have much damage. She needs to switch to cat form and try to do some EQ damage. She does. We have a very low health Ahri right now. One more W and an auto attack does finish off that Ahri. And purple team looking very strong right now. Purple team looking very strong now. And now it looks like our bot lane and mid lane for purple team are going to try to invade right here. Nidalee's going to try to land some spears on the moon, but I believe he should be tanky enough to where it won't do much to him. Excuse me. Sorry about that, guys. I hate coughing in the mic. But once again, this Elise can really do nothing against this Sin. She pushes top. He sees that his Nidalee is busy doing other things, so he pushes middle, and then he heads back top again. Gets all the farm possible. Good on him. What's the Singe building right now? Pretty much counter building this Elise. Going a lot of magic resist because they are a magic damage heavy team. If we're looking at a Soraka, at an Ahri, at an Elise top lane, and at an Amumu jungle, that's a lot of magic damage. So I like that he built this this Negatron cloak early. Blue team does take that bottom lane, further closing that gap. Now it's only about a 2k gold lead as opposed to the 1.5 that it was before. So, excuse me, 2.5 that it was before. And we see once again Singe is roaming. Looks like he might even be trying to get this blue. Elise seems to be aware that he's trying to do this, and Singe sees her leave lane, so he's going to go ahead and not try to do anything too crazy there. She woods the bush just so that's not possible. It looks like they're trying to get that here. But Singe is going to try to be a nuisance. No, he's just going to back out. He doesn't want to risk it. They already have far enough to leave, but we see 4 people for blue team, or excuse me, 3 people for blue team heading bottom. Amumu does not have ultimate for another solid, looks like 10 seconds, but so much damage going down on this Ezreal over here. They're going to continue to chase him with that red buff on Graves. Graves should get the reset on his E any second now. Ooh, but the Q does finish him off. Amumu wants to go in even further. However, he realizes that bandage toss was a mistake. This Singe is too big right now, and this Graves has no health left. This Graves will immediately go down, most likely, to this Olaf. A good Soraka ult comes out, but it's not going to be enough. We need the rest of blue team to come help this Graves right now, but instead the rest of purple team is coming down. Nidalee's going to try to land a spear, but it actually horribly misses, but it doesn't matter because Moon will still fall down. Ahri's here a little bit too late. She's not going to be able to engage because now it's a 4v2. And it would be the most ideal thing for purple team right now if Dragon would spawn, but I personally do not know when Dragon will... Oh, it's ideal. Dragon just spawned right here. We see Ezreal ulting top lane. Hopefully Elise will not get that top turret. See if they do some good damage there. It completely misses her, but gets the farm, which was the main goal there. So good. Ahri trying to go aggressive here, but she needs to realize that she has a ward here, so she knows that they're doing this. She's trying to farm because now purple team is looking to be almost 4k ahead of blue team right now. So it's looking pretty rough. If we look towards late game though, Graves is more of a mid game carry. So once we get to mid-game team fights, he could definitely push this further in the late game. A lot of damage going out from that Nidalee spear. It almost cuts her leg better. Olaf is looking to dive this. He needs to land about 1 E. That Nidalee spear finishes her off. All she needed to do was move 3 feet to the right, and she would have been fine. Instead, she walked one direction. In all credit, though, Nidalee spears are not that easy to dodge. And if you're a very good Nidalee, you can actually do some work on IP Nidalee, but I personally think it's a piece of trash middle. More of a thing for ARAM than anything. I don't know why you would play... I don't know why you would play Nidalee in this game. To be fair though, if you have a very fed Nidalee, a very fed Nidalee is what I like to call it, and she is just doing shitloads of damage with her spear, and she has a shit ton of mana, which she's accruing right now. Let's see. She's almost already fully charged that tier. But real quick before I finish that sentence, Singe looks like he's going to try to come in here forward gang. We have Sight on a Mumu. We have Elise coming down, doing some decent damage to Singe, but he's not going to really worry that much. They know Mumu does not have ult up because he just previously used the bottom lane, but purple team does not want to engage here because it looks like there's 4, almost 5, all 5 pretty much for blue team here, and only 2 for purple team. But like I was saying, if you have a very fed middle and she's just throwing out spears like that constantly, and if she ever gets a hit and takes somebody to the half, that's your time to engage right there. Excuse me, sorry for that camera move. But that's your time to engage right there as the other team, because you're just chunking people so hard that you don't have to worry about it. Olaf's trying to man up. He's doing a lot of damage with those Qs. He definitely maxed that first. They want to go in here. Olaf's using his ultimate, doesn't want to get stunned. Ari does have her ultimate available in about 2 seconds, so she will be able to poof out of there or poof in. And Mumu does have his ult up now. Yes, he does. He ults at least 2 people there. Nidalee trying to do some damage, trying to catch out that Mumu. She's right in the middle of everybody, though. One more W will finish him off. Looks like that Ignite will take out a Mumu. Olaf's going to go down. Not as tanky as he thought he was. Singe and Nidalee are just kind of sitting over here in the brush now. Nidalee needs to land a spear if they want to do anything. Does, but it doesn't do as much damage as they would hope it to. Bottom lane the whole time, Ezreal is pushing to the inhibitor turret. We see Elise doing a decent amount of damage, but that E definitely was not in range, but she definitely landed that, so good for her. Blue team finally pushing an advantage now. But you have to realize it was a 3 for 1 exchange. I don't actually know if Amumu died or not. It could have been a 3 for 0 exchange. But we did get that bottom turret for purple team, so basically you could count that as like a 2 for 3. Or 3 for 3 if Amumu did that. But the reason that being is because turrets are worth about 2 champion kills. For the whole team, that is. So take it or leave it. Blue team did actually win a team fight there, so they are pretty happy about that, I believe. And you just need some little thing like that to give you the confidence to say, oh, we can still win this game. It's not over. Because sometimes when you get to a position before that team fight, it was probably around 6 to 14. A good catch from Moon, but nothing's going to come from it. We have no attack damage dealers right here, except for Elise right now. Not to be able to get there in time, though. But like I was saying, before that team fight, it was probably 6 to 14. Blue team did the right thing and grouped up there and won a team fight, which is what they needed to do. They do have a very decent team fight team with single attackers such as Elise. And they do have, look how much damage that Nidalee Spear did, by the way. And they do have the AoE ultimates from Graves, Ari, and Amumu. Amumu being the biggest one. Amumu is a very high rate in champion right now. I've been playing him a lot recently. That spider does a decent amount of damage too. Not terrible. Still don't like her though. Still don't like the champion. It looks like they will try to engage here. They do get a stun off on Graves. However, a great stun coming out from Elise stops Olaf in his track. The move is going a little bit too far in here right now. He does not have his ultimate for at least another 15 seconds. Now, Ari does a lot of damage to Olaf there. And Elise is actually getting some nice poke off. It's basically a poke fight right now, and purple team's going to definitely win the poke fight if you have an Ezreal and Nidalee on your team. Nidalee's going to keep chasing down, trying to get as many spears as possible. Wants to keep chunking them. Just need to engage right now. And there we go. That's what you need right there. But Amumu does have ultimate now. Gets 2-3 people in his ultimate. Ezreal has perfect position here. However, Singe basically go down immediately to that Elise. We have Amumu over here trying to zone out Ezreal. Blue team not having to focus on Ezreal right now. They need to focus him down. Nidalee's trying to get away. She's so not tanky at all. That Elise will gap close to her. Most likely finish her off. She does. Good job on Elise. Getting very fed right now. However, once again, Taric is still alive, but everyone is so scared of this spider right now that they don't want to engage on her. What is this spider building that's making her do so much damage? I don't believe that, dude. I don't believe that she's doing that well right now, but maybe I'll have to try it. Maybe I was wrong. But she's actually doing very good for her team right now. She's picking off squishy targets, and she's kind of sitting in there as a semi-tank as well. So we see Ari's going to go ahead and pick up this blue buff now because she's definitely a lot more spammy than Elise, and Elise already has a blue buff on her. But that and her spider form actually costs nothing to cast spells in her spider form. $5. Okay. Sorry about that. And Ari's gonna try to. Sorry, yeah, just got thrown off right there. My parents just walked in. I'm home for New Year's Eve, so. Ari's gonna try to I decided to cast the game while I had some time. But already trying to let a charm there. Didn't really come with anything. Blue team's going to try to force their advantage of their top lane being over here to get Dragon. But purple team's not pinging it down. Olaf wants to go for it. He's suspicious that they already might be doing it. A ward goes down from him. And the whole time Singe is pushing top. He might as well just push that top lane because he knows they might possibly try to go for Dragon right now. Moo doesn't have ultimate for another 20 seconds, so blue team really isn't going to want to fight unless they have that Moo ultimate. That's what's turning the tides of these battles for them right now, is that 2-second lockdown on everybody. And now that Moo ultimate's almost up, they're going to try to force the objective of Dragon, I believe. Ahri needs to just head down and take this Dragon with them, force the objective. Apparently Ahri is not getting the message. Elise is starting this without everybody. Good on her, because here comes the because she just they just need to take this Dragon. They need to force objectives now that they have this Moo ultimate up. A lot of damage coming down. They know Ezreal ult is now down as well, so that's not going to be up for the team fight. A good stun comes off on Olaf and Elise. A lot of damage though from that Nidalee spear is coming out, and we do see that Graves gets good ultimate off there. Another Nidalee spear hits Amumu right in the face. That Amumu ult did actually just come out right now. Catches 2 people, locks down Taric, but once again Ezreal is living. However, this Ahri did not use ult until very late right there. That Ignite will finish off. No, it will not finish off Nidalee. Ezreal did get that double kill. He's still alive. He could possibly chase this. However, I believe Elise could probably burst him down very quickly. Bad move by Ezreal. Will get caught right here as soon as Elise goes into spider form. Doesn't even matter. Graves finishes it off beforehand. And it looks like that is another win for blue team there, considering they did get Dragon as well. The only way this could be ever worth it for purple team right now is if Nidalee gets this kill and the kill on Elise as well. She's going to just stay in cat form, which is a smart thing to do. Misses the spear, needs to heal herself, needs to go back into cat form now, which she's not doing, because she apparently is catching wind that this Elise is coming for her. However, Taric is all alone over here, so here comes the spear, hits Elise right in the face, about half health. Nidalee can definitely engage on this now. I don't know why she does not go in. She's running away. Ping's going back from everybody. They don't have sight on purple team, so they're afraid that everybody could be coming from blue team into this lane right now, which is a great assumption. It's better to play it safe than sorry. But blue team is now shifting the tides in their favor in this game here, folks. Blue team could definitely come out and win this game unless Olaf starts tanking a lot more. What's Olaf building? Olaf's pretty much straight damage, and that's one of the main problems here. What's Singe got here, dude? Singe is a little bit more tanky, but once again, mostly damage. And what they're really lacking, excuse me, on purple team is the lack of somebody who can just sit there and take damage. And that role is filled by Amumu on blue team right now. Amumu, I believe, is goddamn tanky from what I can see. Yeah, he's got 1,000 health. He's got effective armor. He even has some damage. Ahri's getting caught out, but I don't think anything's going to come here. Maybe Ezreal will die. Nope, Ahri will live. Ahri's trying to live. Ahri does live. That's Spellvamp definitely helping her a lot there. Nidalee Spear doing a little bit of damage to that Soraka. Singe trying to get the flip on. Good stun by Moo, does save Ahri, but finally Ahri goes down to a spear. We see this Elise coming in doing a lot of damage to Singe. Elise has never looked so good when I've played with one. And, oop, that spear does a good amount of damage to Moo. Moo does have ult up now. So, if they do want to re-engage this, they can, because I believe they've busted enough ults on purple team to where they can dive. Sorry about that screen change. They're going to try to push down this turret, at least doing a lot of damage. Just has that E gap goes up, but she does not want to use it and go too far into the team fight without her team. I believe Moo can engage right after this turret goes down if you would like to, but they're just going to push the advantage, take the turret, and get out of there. And now we can see Gold Lead has crawled to only a 2k advantage. A good stun from Elise does come out. A lot of damage going off on Taric. They still do have that Amumu ult available. Do not forget. However, I believe Amumu with that low health does not want to go in, because if you use Amumu ult and you die like immediately, it will stop the animation. It'll stop stunning people. The effect will stop immediately. So if you just go in there, use ult, die immediately, and let's say you die before the 2 seconds is up. However long you live, like 0.5, that's how long they're going to be stunned for, which isn't worth it. So he knows if he goes in there, they're just going to focus him, burst him down, most likely finish that ultimate to not detriment their team anymore. So good move on them to back out of there. Let's revisit the lanes now. 246 Singed, 514 Elise. Elise definitely being the more effective one in this game, which is something I would not assume one bit. We see that ping's going down from blue team. They know wards are there. Looking on Ahri versus Nidalee. Nidalee just having, looks like, a lot more damage, and she just has a lot more kills, which is definitely going to push her ahead in that lane. We have pings going back on top lane. Looks like Amumu is coming in to stop that Olaf, but really nothing's going to happen. He does get a stun off on Singe. He needs to be careful not to get flipped or he could immediately die there, but no warding of the jungle on blue side will force purple team out of there. Purple team, you can tell, is now getting a little bit more wary. They don't want to fight as much as they used to want to. If we keep going though, junglers, we have Olaf and Amumu. I believe Amumu is just doing more right now for his jungler, and like I said earlier, Olaf is just not as tanky as he needs to be. Olaf needs to be this big force that runs in there, gets up in everybody's face, and honestly just forces the enemy team to peel. Forces them to try to run away and or just protect their AD carry. Olaf just needs to go ham every team fight. And the fact that Amumu is getting to Ezreal and almost 3 to 4 members of the team every time he engages, and Olaf is pretty much is pretty much just dying immediately every team fight. It looks like it's not helping purple team one bit. So I believe Amumu is winning that lane. A good stun comes off on Ahri, however, they do realize she has ultimate. Amumu trying to go in here. He does not want to ult a singular person. He could have ulted Ezreal right there. He does have ult still. He's trying to ult more than only 2 people, though. He doesn't want to only ult 2 people. Singe is getting pretty low now. They could possibly engage. However, a good spear comes off from Italy. Amumu does have half health, but he's going to ult at least 3 people there. Ezreal, great position. However, does get hopped on by Elise. Elise has great focus on him. Does flash out to try to live. Ahri doing a lot of damage. Does actually push the advantage for the team. A 2 for no exchange right now. And now blue team's going to go ahead and push that middle. The great engages from blue team are really what's winning this game. Once again, Olaf, for some reason, if anything, Olaf should be dead right now, and not Nidalee and Singe, because Olaf needs to be right in there. Olaf just needs to be the force. And I'm not blaming this game on Olaf, but he definitely could be having a better build right now. They're trying to do some damage on Ezreal, which we can't see up here, because the rec to camera is still not as good as I'd like it to be. But the whole time, Olaf will be pushing bottom now. And as soon as he realizes that he can't see blue team anymore, he will back, because that's just a smart thing to do. We see Graves is actually doing a lot of damage. Let's look at the AD carries, because I didn't actually visit them yet. This Iceborne Gauntlet is... Oh, hold up. Ahri going ham on middle lane right now. Basically, full health. Woohoo! Does full health to Ezreal right there. Needs to get out, though, before this Nidalee comes and spears her in the face. That does not do a lot of damage to Soraka. Flip's definitely going to come out here, unless he needs to flip Amumu. What are you doing? No, it was a free kill. Purple team's so scared to fight now. However, Elise did come in, so I guess it is fortunate that he did not flip anybody. Ahri tried to land a flash taunt, but it did not work. She's just going to go down, most likely very easily, to this Olaf. And Olaf's going to basically shred immediately. Will he even kill Ahri? He will not kill Ahri. Ahri will survive with that spell van. And with that Deathfire Grasp. Very good on her. I like the build that Ahri is going right now, doing a lot of damage. But like I was trying to say earlier, the Iceborne Gauntlet is definitely a common thing to build on Ezreal now. I don't like that. I don't like Iceborne Gauntlet. It gives you AP, gives you armor, gives you mana, gives you cooldown reduction, which is good all the time, especially on Ezreal. But I just feel like it's not that good of an item to build on an AD carry when you can build more important things. Like, he could have, possibly, I honestly don't know how much Iceborne Gauntlet costs in full, but, is there a way to check that? You can sell it for 2,380, so I assume you can almost have a Triforce right now, and or an Infinity Edge, if you would have bought those instead, and that, in my opinion, is just a lot more viable. This team that they have over here, they have Singe, they have Taric, and they have Olaf. They have enough initiation power where Ezreal doesn't need to be slowing people down. A lot of damage, once again, coming out from Ahri. Just going ham on everybody. Does get caught with the stun, and she will go down this time. She finally plays too greedily, and maybe that will not play into the hand. A good slow coming off from from Ezreal. However, I don't believe blue team should engage here at all, because it's going to be a 5v4. Looks like Olaf has no health, though. They're trying to take down that Ezreal as fast as possible. Elise is taking actually a lot of damage, and the whole time Graves is going untouched, doing as much damage as possible, getting that slowdown on that Singe. However, Amumu, I believe, already used a bandage toss, so he cannot get in there and use his ultimate. So that engage needs to be stopped right now. If that Q would have hit and slowed them down, it would have been very, very risque for blue team there. Blue team needs to be careful. They were starting to win, but they need to realize that they are still about even in gold count, and lead can change anywhere. If, let's say, one person gets caught out like Ahri again, and then they engage 5v4, purple team can get Baron and push for the win at that point, or just push down a bunch of turrets, get a big gold lead again, and the game's flipped like that. But it looks like blue team, seeing Singe bottom, is going to try to go for Baron right now. There's no wards on it for either team. Olaf looks like he's pretty clueless that it might even be about to happen. Except for Graves is about to show himself here. He needs to be careful. And that Olaf is not tanky at all, so he does a lot of damage to him. Needs to get out of there. Don't waste ultimate. No use, no use. Just go. I would go take the Baron now. Considering Olaf is no health, they know he's going to have to head back. Baron could be something they could do very quickly right now, but instead they're going to play it safe. They don't want to. They feel like they're very far ahead right now, blue team, even though they're not. And what they're going to do with that lead is they just want to push turrets. Is what they're all thinking right now. They just want to push turrets. They don't want to risk something like Baron to where they can all die and the game can flip. They might as well use the confidence they have and just push turrets and get easy gold. But now, after pushing that top turret, they're going to go for Baron, which I don't know if I agree with this. It depends how fast they can do it. Graves is tanking it right now. However, Moo will come in there and tank it. We see purple team doesn't even know what's happening. There's no ward on it. Everybody's been smart enough not to hit that middle lead trap. Purple team's not even making a move on it. This is free Baron right here. It's a free Baron because there's no wards. I guess they assume they just all went back after that. And Moo hits that trap at the way end there. And now they definitely all know that blue team has that Baron buff now. At least trying to go in with that stun, but not gonna be able to. She misses the stun a little bit, but it doesn't matter. Blue team will most likely look to push separate lanes that aren't middle anymore. They already have middle inhibitor, so they want to look to push bottom most likely next. After Graves gets this red, and after everybody backs and gets all their new items from all the gold they just accrued. And you can look at Ari's skull right now and say that she's not doing very well. She's 5'8" and 8, but I believe Ari has forced a lot of these team fights and a lot of these pickoffs, and I believe she's doing just tons of damage right now, like amazing amounts of damage for that item she has. She doesn't even have a death cap, and I feel like she's doing the most damage in this game right now, aside from Graves probably. So now purple team's gonna just be on their heels right now. They're gonna have to stay in base. I don't know why blue team's pushing middle. They should be pushing bottom if anything, bottom or top. They already have that middle inhibitor. I just feel like it's unwise to push double turrets, because you're basically giving yourself 2 more auto attackers if you do that. We see that middle is just going to be trying to poke here the whole time. Oh no, that inhibitor did come back up, excuse me, so blue team's going to try to push for that inhibitor. Olaf does actually get a good axe off on Ari. Ari does not have her zone use that, which she is building towards next. She's going for like a half tank, half damage build, but she's doing a shitload of damage. Moo does have that ultimate. Purple team needs to be careful. Moo can engage here easily, but Moo going to be smart and say, nah, I don't need to. I'll play it smart, play it safe. Spider coming in, smacks Ezreal in the face, good. And now you see blue team pinging every other lane that they need to push. Definitely bottom lane would be the next smart thing to push. Purple team's going to catch wind of this and just probably head to this turret right here, because this turret's going to be pretty hopeless to defend when you have an Amumu who can pretty much hard engage on you, and an Ari who can follow up very easily. See right now Ari waiting to get any amount of free damage off on that Singe, but it's not going to happen. At least pushing this to the turret. We need... Where's our Graves right here? Graves is about half health. Not a bad time for them to engage right now if you are a purple team, but they need to just play it safe because that Baron is still up. Graves just basically healing himself back to full health right now. Gets ult off, gets a lot of damage off. Follow up coming up from Ari. Doesn't have Zonya still. I don't know why she did that. Amumu needs to be the one to go in first like that. We see Elise going ham on Ezreal, going so far there, but now she's in the middle of 4 purple team players, and she will go down very easily. Fighting on the turret was not a good idea for blue team. Graves trying to cut as best he can, but does get flipped by Singe into the rest of purple team right there. Singe does die eventually to Graves though with that red buff slash ignite. And finally, Soraka will be the last one to go down. Perfect focus from purple team. We'll win them that team fight. And now push the favor back, I guess, to even right now, because now it's 25-21, but gold is pretty much dead even, which is crazy right now. 54-54 K gold. This game could go anywhere right now, folks. This game's going crazy. What really happened there is Ari overcommitted. Ari saw all the damage that Graves was doing to the other team. She thought she could burst somebody. She didn't. She just got stunned by Tarek, and Amumu was forced to follow up there. He couldn't just leave his Ari hanging. You have to realize when you play League, if one person goes full retard, depending on how full retard they go, then you also have to go full retard. Like it's just like a thing, you know what I mean? Like if you like are all running away, like 4 and like 2 people are chasing you, and like you think that you can't live, but this guy's like, oh, we can turn, and goes in, you gotta turn with him. Unless he's so stupid and there's like 5 people chasing you, he like jumps into 5, then you're just like, fuck that, I'm out of here. I'm sure you guys know what I'm talking about. But sometimes you just gotta go full retard with your team for things to work. As we're going to be taking that red buff, going to get pretty much double slows down now. Going to be slowing people down so much. Free Dragon's going to come here for blue team. Purple team will most likely not look to try to thwart them here, considering their Ezreal is top lane. Graves really just shredding the hell out of that dragon. Doing his dirty work to that dragon. Ahri is going to be pushing on her lonesome over here. Graves does get stunned, however, he will not get caught out. Ezreal still not grouped up over here. Blue team just wants to take this free turret and try to get the gold advantage back into their favor, which they finally do. Graves a little bit too far out in front here. Does almost get speared, however, does not. So saves a lot of health there. Ahri's just sitting on the side doing what Nidalee just sitting on the side doing what Nidalee does best, just throwing spears at everybody, trying to get them low. She's doing a lot of damage to Soraka, which is basically the only person she doesn't want to do damage to. She kind of wants to chunk down everybody else. Soraka's not the big problem. However, Nidalee is chasing her, and it's not going to matter because Ahri does have enough jumps to keep up. A great bandage toss from Mumu does catch all 4 over there, at least trying to go as ham as possible. Mumu does go down basically immediately. He kind of was a little overzealous there because his teammates were not near him, and Ahri ult was down, so really nobody could follow up as well as he wanted them to. And now they're taking turret damage, which they do not need to be doing. Singe is trying to get a flip, however, so much damage coming out from Graves, and a great stun from Elise will stop them in their tracks. And now that'll give blue team the go-ahead to tank more turret, but they want to take that turret. They don't want to tank the turret, they want to take it. Looks like Graves is trying to get some pot shots off over here. Elise once again gets stunned on turret, goes down over. Tarek also goes down. Not a very fair trade support for a good... Oh my god, so much damage coming off on Ezreal. He also gets overzealous. That red buff will go ahead and win them that team fight there. Graves doing so much damage, and that will be the game and the win for blue team. They don't even need to take that inhibitor. They can just go straight for the Nexus right here. 8 seconds on Nidalee. They'll probably even push it faster than that. Graves is too big. What a crazy, crazy game where I was 100% wrong, and blue team pulled it out at the end there. Ahri had some... Oh my god. Had some crazy plays. At least definitely proved me wrong in that game, going 6-3 and 10. And definitely they proved that mid AP and top AP is something you can still do. Now a lot of the meta is sending 80 carries middle like Pantheon or Kha'Zix and just trying to do a lot of penetration damage, but Ahri and Elise coming out in a strong way there. I enjoy that. I enjoyed that game. That was definitely a very fun game to cast and a very crazy ending that just happened so quick. I wasn't really expecting it. I hope you guys like my first cast back. I had a fun time doing it, and hope you guys had a good New Year's, and hope all your resolutions come true. Everybody stick to those. I'm looking to gain 15 pounds before the end of next year. Hopefully all in muscle. Hopefully I don't put it all in the fat. But once again, thank you guys for tuning in. And you guys have a great day or weekend or whatever it is. Peace!
Alias.